On this episode of Star Chat, we're here with the South Arkansas Community Library asking questions about what kind of books they like. The first question is, what book started you love to read?
What books do we love to read? There are so many.
That's right.
Too many.
We're going to just like go down
All
the
the time.
line, or how are we going to do this?
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, my all-time favorite book, let me just speak up. My all-time favorite book is The Wizard of Oz. All the Oz books, the Frank Baum books are just, that's good. I'm never going to grow up, so,
You have anything on that one?
I have so many choices, but I would say I like a lot of time travel books. That's important. I like a lot of books about horses.
I grew up on a ranch, and my sister owns a ranch, so I'm around horses every single day.
There you go.
I like a lot of books about just fantasy, historical fiction.
There seems to be a theme.
Yeah, so I have just too many favorites. So
So what book started love of reading? I don't know. I had no idea. My folks were reading to me before I could read, so I've been reading a lot. I had no idea. But I do love to read, and I have too many books on my to-read shelf, so I'll never get done.
Like you, I have too many books that I read. I have a miniature library in my room. I have a library in my hallway. But
I understand.
my favorite genre of book has to be either like mystery, thriller, action-packed, some blood and gore. Mostly like fantasy books too.
Yeah, I like paranormal books too. Like
Supernatural, vampires, werewolves.
Yeah, those are my favorites.
Yes.
Okay, we get along really well.
So what's your favorite classical, like your favorite classic novel?
I like Tales of Two Cities. I
That's
like,
great.
Wuthering
Those are all-
Heights. I don't know. I have to think about that a little bit.
I have to say Charles Dickens, probably Christmas Carol, because there's
Christmas
just,
Carol,
it's just one of those.
That's right.
And they come up with a different movie for that, like a different version of
Let's
that.
don't go to it.
So
Go
many-
there.
yeah.
Movies.
So many different-
Everybody has their favorite, I think.
Yeah,
But
I think so too.
Yeah.
What about a modern, like in today's aspects of a novel?
That's a good question. Contemporary novel.
Well,
That's a tough one.
I just read a really good one. I know y'all are tired of hearing me say this. I just read a really good one about a rock group. It just came out last month. And it's called Daisy Jones and the Six. The Six is the number of people in the group. And it's a really good book. It came out in March, and it was sort of a group, like a Fleetwood Mac type group in the 70s. I liked it because it was set in the 70s, which, that's when I came around in the 70s. I grew up then. And it was all about their music, how they wrote their music, how they got their group together, and it was a great book about rock and music and that kind of thing.
Because that was the best era for music.
It
That's
really
the
was.
only era for
Say it.
music.
It's true. They don't make music like they used to.
No, that's
It's
exactly
all-
right. That's why I
all
liked it.
about that.
That's one contemporary book I really liked recently, and gosh, that's the only one I can think of right now, but I'm sure if you let me have more time, I could think of
Yeah.
more.
I don't know, Joel Rosenberg is one of my favorite recent authors. He started back, it's been probably 10 years ago,
Yep.
10, 12 years ago. He's written several series, but all of his are really good. Anytime he comes out with one, I try to get it. He just had one come out last month, but I haven't picked it up yet, so that's next.
And I'm a big Stephen King fan.
Yes.
Anne Rice. I love the book that she wrote. I don't know if you read the series, The Wolf Gift. If you've never-
I've heard of it. I haven't read it
It's-
yet.
It's totally different from anything that she's written. So if you like werewolves and that sort of thing, you need to read it. And we just happen to have it here in the library.
That's right.
Even better.
Yeah.
I can't tell you which one book is my favorite. I love the Stephen King. I love my favorite classic has to be Sleepy Hollow. I love Sleepy Hollow. My favorite modern has to be the Percy Jackson by Rick Warden. Not Rick Warden, but
Yeah, I know which one you're talking
I
about.
can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's y'all's favorite author? Oh, who is y'all's
I
favorite
know.
author?
Well, I can tell you one of mine. One of mine that no one else knows is Kate Atkinson. And I had her book sitting over there, and it's called Life After Life, and she's a British author. And she writes mystery series too, but she wrote this book called Life After Life. It's totally different from any book I've ever read. It's about a woman, and she gets to be born again and again. It starts off with she's born, and the first chapter is Ursula was born on this day, and then she died that evening. The next chapter was Ursula was born the same day, and then she died.
Oh, my goodness.
But then the very next chapter is she was born, and then she lived, and then, oh, I just can't describe it because she gets all these do-overs, but each time she does something different in her life, and she gets to do all these different things. It's sort of about alternate realities. She thinks that she is going to go and kill Adolf Hitler. She's in that time period of the world. It's fantastic.
Sounds good.
It's not for everybody though.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. It's really weird.
Well, I mean, Joe Rosenberg's obviously one of my, I'm hard pressed to pick a favorite author.
Yeah.
But he's one of the ones. Tim Downs is another one I just covered a couple of years ago. He's written several. And the main character is a forensic entomologist, which, you know, he studies the insects and the role that insects play in, you know, the aftermath of crimes and murders and stuff. So that was a really strong character. And then right now I'm reading, it's the second one. They're both so far been based on Edgar Allan Poe, but they're modern mysteries, and the author is Mike Napa. And you read the first one, yeah.
That is good.
It's really, the first one was really good.
Yeah.
I've just now started
It's
the
really
second one,
good.
so.
And right now I'm reading the Song of Achilles by Nella Miller, and it's basically a retelling of the Trojan War.
It was good.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like a little bit more current take on it, but it really delves into all the personal relationships in it. So,
Interesting.
I do. One of my favorite authors is James Patterson. I love his mystery books. NYPD Red, I've read that one. I don't know how many times I've read that one and the second one. Stephen King. I just recently read his book Dreamcatcher.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I loved that one.
What's the newer one, The Outsider? Have you read that?